Hi everyone, welcome to the summer semester of Human Diversity. I am so glad that you all are there this semester and I get the pleasure to collaborate with you and us to have a lot of fun and learning experiences. So let us get started. This is your video for the course introduction and the syllabus. When you open up your D2L, looks something like this. You will have a news section here which I update very regularly. And then you have your other things. So we are going to go to the content and look at it. When you go to the content, you are going to see that there are documents already uploaded. So you have your table of content that tells you how many total files are there. Then your syllabus and schedule, your course question discussion board, which we'll talk about in just a second. Your week 1 and week 2 assignments that will begin June 2nd. So you'll have access on June 2nd to all of this stuff. And I will upload more stuff in week 2. So let us first look at the syllabus. So for the syllabus, here is the syllabus that opens up. The course runs from June 1st to July 2nd. Office hours are not fixed during the summer, and because of COVID-19, we are not allowed to go to the department. So there are no in-person office hours. However, I have scheduled virtual meetings and I will be available via phone, Skype, Zoom, and other things. What is the best way to contact me is use email if you want me to give you a call or you want to set up a meeting or something like that. But if it is a question regarding the assignments or logistics or what do we have to do, I'm confused about this, anything related to the assignments has to be posted in the course question discussion board. I am teaching 2 classes in summer 1. If I have everybody just email me and I have to answer every email singly, I may lose your email or it may just not work very streamlined or organized. So if you post it on the course question discussion board, I will check it several times during the day. I will answer those, and even your peers may be able to answer if somebody else knows a answer to it, and I would greatly appreciate that. If you email me a question about the assignments, I will email you back with the saying, please post it on the course question discussion board. Okay, it is going to be very simple, and I'm telling you, over the semesters I have done this and students have really liked it. Okay, so it's going to be okay. You can also leave me a voicemail. I have directed all the voicemail to my email account. You email me through D2L, it will come to my account. If there is a question about your grades or anything else you want to talk about, you are more than welcome to email me directly. But for any assignments or anything else, you have to post it on the course question discussion board. Okay? All right. So this is your course catalog, description. What is it about? This is your required text. Here is the West College of Education conceptual framework, because this course is a part of the core curriculum but falls under the West College of Education of MSU. And I'm not going to read word to word, but I know you guys. These are our objectives for the course. Attendance policy. This is an online course. So I am only requiring you that for attendance purposes, you're going to log on at least 1 time per week, which is like easy. I know you will log on at least 1 time per week. All your assignments are due on Sunday, 11:30 p.m. And I have made it very simple, and I'll show that to you also. If there is any issues, death, illness, or any sorts, please contact me. Otherwise, on your 4 key assessments, you have late work, but anything else, quizzes, introduction, anything else, there are no late work accepted. Be professional. There is a lot of sensitive issues we are going to talk about. We are going to grapple with our own perceptions of where do we stand as a person in ethnicity, in race, in stereotypes, in age, in attitudes and perceptions and all of those things. There is a lot of questions that we are going to raise for ourselves and also for our peers, because this is what engagement in the classroom is all about. So let us be constructive and let us be supportive of each other during this semester. Academic honesty and plagiarism, you all already know. This is from the handbook. If your work is plagiarized 30% or above, you are going to get a grade of a 0 with no makeup allowed. This is non-negotiable. 30% or above means you do not even have done the 70% of the paper yourself, or you have not cited it correctly. So that is a huge amount. Grade of a 0 and no makeup allowed if it is 30% or above. If there are any accommodations, please let me know. I will do the best I can to cater to your needs. Computer requirements. You have to have access to a computer because this is an online course. It is your responsibility to have access to a working computer. Assignments are due by due date, and personal technical difficulties will not be considered as a reason. Your assignments are due every Sunday by 11:30 p.m. Even if you are able to submit after 11:30 p.m. on a Dropbox, because I'm going to do a setting like that, it will still be counted late. Even if it is late by 5 minutes, it is late, and that is a 25% deduction on. This is non-negotiable. If there are things that I need to set with you guys beforehand, contact me before the assignment is due. The late work is 25% off per day per assignment. So if you have an assignment for 100 points, after one day you only can make up to a 75, and that is if everything is perfect. 50 after 2 days, 25 after 3 days, and 0 after 4 days. Computer D2L issues do not provide an excuse. If there are D2L issues, you would have to contact the D2L personnel, James Morris or Pam Morgan, and actually get me an email to say that there were D2L issues. Do not wait till the last minute to submit your assignments. The Dropbox will be closed. They are time stamped. Delay in any of the submission will be reflected through the time. I know your clock may say it was 11:30, but Dropbox says it's 11:32, 11:35. That is what we are going to go with. This is going to be fair and consistent for everybody in the class. No late work on quizzes or introduction. If you have any confusion or issues, please contact me before the assignment is due. This is the best way to get a response. First, consult the syllabus, post your question on the course question discussion board, and then you have email me. That is the last option. Blank assignments, submitting the wrong files, please be careful about it. I've already talked about this, but it has been reiterated that any plagiarized work 30% or above is too much for an assignment, will not be graded, given a 0, and no makeup allowed. This is an online instruction. You have to do not procrastinate. And I know we all try to, it happens. We are humans, it happens. But I would still say, please do not wait till the last minute, because these assignments require thought. They require reflection. This is about thinking about yourself, thinking about other things. There is an assignment fieldwork that actually requires you to go out. Okay? And I have directions in how to do that during this COVID-19 situation. But all of these assignments that you're doing is not an assignment that you can tackle. It's due on Sunday, let me start it on Sunday. It's not, you're not going to get a good grade. And they are easy assignments. But if you are not thinking about them, it's not going to work. So let's look at the assessments part of it. So you have your assessments. Let's talk about the grading policy, and I'll talk about the assessments in just a second. So here is your grading policy. 90 to 100 is A. 80 to 89 is B. Then 70 to 79 is a C, D, and then less than Well, 59 or below is a F, which I don't think any one of you, but all right, graded assignments. In this course, you have quizzes. You have 4 quizzes, 10 points, 15 points, 15 points, and then 20 points. That is your 60 points quizzes. You have an introduction and 1 quiz due in your first week. And I'll show you the schedule. Your cultural autobiography, argument analysis, fieldwork, and synthesis paper are the 4 major assignments and 4 key assignments for this course. What do I mean by key assignment? Since this course is a part of the core curriculum, there are some assignments that have to happen in the course to be a part of the core curriculum. So these are the 4 assignments that are actually submitted to the university for data collection and actually compile, be aligned to be a part of the core curriculum. And here there is a note that says subject to change as per the class needs. This means that the assignments, the core key assignments will not change. They have to be in the part of the course. Point system may change a little bit depending on how we go about. There are things that we can decide together. There is classroom disposition points that can increase or however we want to orient, but this is the structure for your course for this semester. It is literally a 5-week course, and you will see it when I pull up this course schedule in just a second. So I go back, I pull up the course schedule. Here is my course schedule. Increase. You have 5 weeks, and even the 5th week is not a full week. First week, we are getting to know each other, getting to know ourselves and one another. So, chapter 1. By Sunday 11:30 p.m., you have your introduction and reply for 2 peers due, which is 10 points. And I will show you how you can get all the information in that also. You have a quiz on chapter 1 due by 11:30 p.m. Week 2, you have your first key assessment due and quiz for chapter 3 due. 10 questions for chapter 1, 10 points. 15 questions for chapter 3, 15 points. Third week, you have argument analysis and chapter 5 quiz due. There are Zoom meetings. You will attend 1 mandatory Zoom meeting, which is for 5 points during this time. Both of these weeks, you only have to attend 1 meeting. I am going to give you a wide range of times. I am going to schedule some evening times. I'm going to schedule some afternoon times and even maybe a morning time. But I'll have a wide range of days, times for you. I'll have up to 4 to 5 students who can sign up for 1 time. There will be a Google Doc. You sign up at your time, show up, and then we're going to discuss your argument analysis and your fieldwork papers, if there are any confusions and things like that. Synthesis paper is about combining and synthesizing all that you have written. It has some extra stuff in it, but it is more of synthesizing all your assignments. Please note the due date here. It is July 1st. So it is the middle of the week. It is a Wednesday. Let me make sure. July 1st, it is a Wednesday, and you have no quiz due this week. But it is a Wednesday by 11:30 p.m. because I need time to grade all your papers. So the only thing you have due in the last week is your synthesis paper. So this is your course schedule. So let me show you some other things. So when you go to week 1, the first thing you should do is actually open up the document that says read me first. When you open up this document, and it is going to tell you what do you have to prepare for this week, what is the topic for this week, what are your learning opportunities. And when you look at the learning opportunities, it tells you exactly what it is, where it is, how is it graded, and when is it due. So this document is giving you every information that you need. So I'm going to start with an example like this introduction. So you are going to use Flipgrid. You will have instructions about how to use Flipgrid if you've not used Flipgrid, and a link for it also. But you're going to introduce yourself by taking the first letter of your first name and giving yourself an adjective. Like if your name is Andrew, then A is your letter and then you can choose any adjective. I have done a sample. For every assignment, I have providing you with good examples and not so good examples throughout the course. So it is not like you are going to be blind. You will be able to see a model and then decide how you want to do it. So all these assignments are going to be very clear, and I am available throughout the semester. Whatever we can discuss, whatever you need, we will work together on this. So your directions are there. How is it graded? It is a total of 10 points, 5 points for yours, and 2 peer replies is 2.5 points each. Now, I don't expect anyone to lose grades on an introduction, but if you're missing any one of these, if your replies don't connect to your peer, or it is not posted at a reply, or you are not dressed appropriately. Believe me, I have had a situation in which a student did his assignment with no shirt. He wasn't wearing a shirt. And he did his reflection with that. He answered his peers without wearing a shirt, lying on the bed. So that's an extreme case. That does not deserve any grade. It receives a 0. There is no late work in your introduction or replies, because if you do it after the introductions are over, then it's done. So there is no late work, due by Sunday, June 7th, 11:30 p.m. The other thing that is due is your chapter 1 quiz. And again, what it talks about, where is the quiz? It's on D2L. How is it graded? 1 point, total points is 10, 1 attempt, unlimited time, no late work. And when is it due? So this is what every Read Me First tells you. Let me show you another Read Me First, though you can't see it. Yeah, you won't be able to see it because it is not. But you'll have like a Read Me First or even a Watch Me First if I have to make a video about it. Here in this folder will be your instructions for the Flipgrid. You have your Flipgrid link. You have your chapter quiz. You have your Read Me First. Your syllabus will have the syllabus, schedule, and this video that I am just making right now. Other things to note, I don't know, but if you guys don't know this, Gradebook, you go to Gradebook and you can see your grades through Gradebook. It shows you over there. When you can also, let me show you one very important thing is the course question discussion board. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the content. Here is the course question discussion board. How do I access it? Here it is. I will just click on this and I can start a new thread asking a question. Very simple. Okay, if you don't find it over here, which is the easiest way to find through the content, you can also go on communication, discussions, and then you have your course question discussion board, and you can just type it over here, start a new thread, and you can enter the subject and you can type what you want, and that's it, post, and you will get your replies, whatever you need. This is what is there for the syllabus for this class. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to post on the course question discussion board. I welcome your questions. I'm actually happy if you post them because that shows that you are actively engaged in the class. Your disposition points are counted. Your Zoom meeting is 5 points in your disposition. Your attendance is a part of it. You being involved in the course is part of it. I do extra credit here and there. I definitely do extra credit, but I do extra credit throughout the semester that is there. I have accounted for everything in the rubrics, but if you go beyond that, then obviously that is also amazing, and A students always go beyond that. If you, once again, I am really happy to have you in class. If there are any questions, don't hesitate to post on the course question discussion board. I look forward to knowing each and every one of you.